Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 16th of November and I have some rather interesting drama llamas for you today regarding World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor. Now, if you are a Reddit user, you're probably already aware that the top moderator of the World of Warcraft subreddit took it offline yesterday as a protest against the server problems plaguing the launch of the Warlords of Draenor expansion. Now, the subreddit has since returned, which is r/wow, as you might have gleaned, is now returned, but it was done ostensibly to apparently express consumer displeasure and has plunged one of Reddit's largest gaming subreddits into controversy and reclamation. Now, it began late yesterday afternoon when the moderator took the subreddit private until I am able to log into the game, and he fairly understandably faced a rather angry reaction on Twitter from people who are calling the action childish and spiteful. Now, a different moderator said, quote, as a form of consumer advocacy and protest, the subreddit was taken offline as a way to send a message to Blizzard that this wasn't acceptable. But they then wanted to apologise to the community and basically said that such reasoning doesn't work. Then they added, quote, being that we typically log 1 million hits per day, r/wow has a significant claim as a fan website. Going dark and protest has worked for a variety of the protests, and it could work for this as well. And it at least got Blizzard's attention, as the community manager even got involved, and this came from Jonathan Brown, who is actually, as I said, senior community representative, said, quote, I've always appreciated what you've done, but r/wow shouldn't be a hostage, it should always be there for the community. And the moderator, who's Night Smoke, by the way, in case you're curious, said, it will be back the moment I'm able to log into WoW. The fact that of the matter and everyone's opinion on me is irrelevant. And then someone responded, I think it was actually Brown, it's tough to say because the username is not really official, but they said, this frustration is fair, but maybe ownership of a subreddit should rest with someone who wouldn't shut it down over frustration. Now, plenty of people are unhappy with Night Smoke's action, including many long-time Reddit users, as a new subreddit, r/realwow, was created yesterday in protest of Night Smoke's actions and the idea that such a large forum can be taken down by the whim of a single moderator. And others have pointed out that Reddit's hands-off approach to how subreddits are administered, and apparently they only step in when conduct verges on criminal. And few seem comfortable with the idea of Reddit stripping forum ownership from the Redditor who started it. But at the same time, should they really have such total control? Now, if one person gets annoyed and takes it down while everyone else is kind of boned, I'm not sure if I personally would like that if I was a Reddit user or even an ordinary forum user. I wouldn't like the idea of that at all. Now, Night Smoke mentioned as well that he was a moderator in r/Diablo when Diablo 3 faced extended login problems after the 2012 launch. And he went on to say, quote, it's part of the reason I'm so annoyed. This is the second time I've had to deal with angry masses during one of Blizzard's botched launches. So as I said, the subreddit has already been restored, assuming Night Smoke was actually able to log into the game. But the taste of controversy and the tension, I think, is still lingering in the air today. Now, I can certainly see why people are frustrated, but to be honest, I do think this was a bit of an overreaction. You know, this has been such a highly anticipated expansion, and well, it's World of Warcraft. And as someone quite rightly pointed out on the source article here, quote, everything new online that goes from having 0 traffic to 11 bajillion login attempts an hour breaks everything. People need to get over it. It's like complaining about the traffic after a ball game or lines at the airport the day before Thanksgiving. To be fair, he has a point. This is such a highly anticipated expansion. Everyone suddenly logged in at once, bloody dogpiled the servers. Is it really surprising there are queues at the moment? And Blizzard have been openly communicating about them working on the problems and solving the queues and whatnot. And of course, they also suffered a DDoS attack, which helped with helped the latency problems along somewhat, and probably didn't help the queues either. So they've kind of been under attack from all fronts, and Blizzard have been pretty much doing everything right as far as I'm concerned. People shouldn't really be surprised that there are queues. and to be honest should be expressing their frustration in other ways. Yes, it got the attention of Blizzard, but did it really help? Did it make them go, we need to work on this? Because, well, no, they're already working on it. They're not exactly happy with it themselves. So the whole thing's a bit of a mess, but I suppose at least the subreddit is back online. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.